But this camp, much better. Everything went according to plan. He's well rested. He's in great shape, healthy, ready to go.
I think the fans and the people learned a lot about Deontay with the videos and the camp that you guys showed. But one thing I saw for sure was that you could take a hell of a punch when they put that bag on, man.
Oh,
What was that like? I saw you in a lot of pain,
Well, it's part of it. It's just the way it is. You can only do so much on the heavy bag. You got to have the mitt work, and the mitt work is supposed to be realistic. So sometimes you bring in the bodysuit and those kind of things. So I don't do a lot of choreography. With mitts, I may hold a hand in a certain position, or the other hand in a certain position, and then have the bodysuit on. And I don't know what he's going to throw and when. It's up to what he does. He doesn't know what I'm throwing back him with. So anyway, it's one of those things where different things can come at different times. They can come when you're not necessarily prepared for it.
So it sounds like in the camp you've been preparing Deontay for all those things that are to come.
Yeah, well, you never know what's going to come, and that's why everything, in my opinion, should be task specific. So it should. If you're not going to do it in the fight, there's no real reason to do it in training. We try to keep everything as simple as possible. And Deontay's, he's got that IQ. They've been 10 rounds. He knows it. So, from an IQ standpoint, Deontay's made adjustments, as has Ortiz. So this fight, if you remember, the last fight took 4 or 5 rounds to really warm up. It took about 4 rounds. This fight, I don't see taking that long to warm up. I think it's going to get off to a quick start.
What did you think about that round 7 though, when he got a little stung?
Well, if you look at it, Deontay actually hurt Ortiz, and he kind of stepped in and got caught with a right hook. And that was buzzed him, put him in a tornado. But he was doing, from a coaching standpoint, you're looking at, is your guy doing the right things? Is he problem solving? Because if the guy's out on his feet, he's not in control of his mind or his body. That's different. But Deontay was in control. He was trying to jam the guy. He was trying to jam Ortiz and keep him close to him. He was trying to latch on to him. He's doing all the things that you want. And then at the end of the round, he came straight back to the corner. So it wasn't like he was wandering left or right. He came straight back to us. So I knew all these signs, even though it wasn't a good situation, I felt like we were in a good situation in terms of everything is still, full speed ahead.
Yeah, and then after that round, you told him that he's thrown everything that he can throw at you, right?
Well, I thought that he had kind of done what he should have done, which is empty the cupboard, throw everything but the kitchen sink. And I also thought that probably took most, if not all, of his energy. I thought the 1 minute rest in his corner would give him 1 minute worth of ability to try to go after Deontay, but I thought after that he's all ours, and that's more or less kind of how it played out.
So as far as energy you're concerned, the scuba, have you tried that scuba diving?
I have not. I used to scuba dive.
Oh, is that right?
But Deontay's comes up with some different things, and
because that might equalize, because Ortiz been out here for that elevation, high elevation out here, so it might equalize it out.
Well,
right?
If you put Deontay on a graph, he starts here and he goes like that.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. So he's in great shape. He's getting stronger every round. So carries his power late. So you're looking at a guy that's got 9th, 10th, 11th round knockouts. So he's carrying that power late. Anything can happen at any time when you're in there with Deontay Wilder. You can't make a mistake. He hits so hard. And he's learned all the things that come with that. The timing, the spacing, the distance. If you just go out and try to hit somebody, chances are they're not just going to let you do it, right? So you have to set those things up. And sometimes that takes a little bit of time.
This is your second major rematch, the Stern fight, and now Ortiz. What's harder, preparing for the first fight when you haven't fought him, or just like a motivated Luis Ortiz, motivated Stern in a rematch?
I mean, nothing against Ortiz, who's a fantastic fighter. But the first time you fight somebody, there's the unknowns. All you can do is study the film and base what you can on what their habits are. But once you've been in there with them, then it becomes a chess game of making adjustments and then wondering what adjustments that they are going to make and how are your adjustments going to play against their adjustments. So I think I enjoy the rematch aspect of it, and I think Deontay's devastating in rematches because he has such a high IQ.
Okay. And Deontay Wilder looks a bit fuller, like he put on some muscle. He was kind of light for the Tyson Furies and the Ortiz fight.
Well, after the Fury fight, he came to us. He said, "I want to go back to the basics," and that was the best thing I could have ever heard.
I've seen him jump
But-
roping and stuff.
Yeah, and not only that, but nutrition, rest, these things are very important. So for the Brazil fight, Deontay's eating several meals a day. He came in a good, strong way. We want to continue that this time.
What do you expect come Friday as far as weight?
That's a good question. It's kind of funny because we really don't know, and we're just kind of all surprised. The thing I am about a heavyweight, and this is something we've talked about Andy Ruiz, with his fight with Joshua, is never as a heavyweight let the scales dictate anything.
Right.
As long as you're eating well and you're working out hard, whatever you weigh, that's an advantage of being a heavyweight, is you don't have to try to make a weight. So, the worst thing a guy can do is say, oh, I think I should get to this weight, or, we're going to try to hit this. I mean, look at what Riddick Bowe against Andrew Galata. Riddick got tired of everybody telling him how heavy he was, and he went from like 252 to 235, and he was a shell of himself. Look at Muhammad Ali against Larry Holmes. Should have come in at 228, 230, 232, came in at 217. Looked great, but there's nothing there. Larry said he left himself open, and Ali cracked him with the right hand first round. And he said, I thought, is he joking? Because there's nothing on that punch. And he should have taken my head off. There was nothing on it. He just didn't have anything. So weight loss in and of itself and looking like a body beautiful is not necessarily the best thing. And that's I would tell any heavyweight that. Like a Ruiz, I know he looks great, and I know he's getting smaller and all that, but hey, as long as he's eating well and he's training hard, whatever he weighs, and that's how we approach it.
Jay, any chills or any just flashbacks to January the 17th when you guys won the title here in this arena?
Not yet, but it will. When I come to the arena, it will be like that Saturday. When I get back, and I'm like, oh wow, I remember this and I remember that, because it was of days. I mean, we were getting pulled a million ways. We were brand new at the experience, and the things that were hitting us, and so many people tugging at us, and people that we haven't talked to since like elementary school. Yeah, we know I need some tickets, and like free ones and first row, like this craziness, coming at you all the time. And now we've dealt with that. This is the 10th title defense, which I think puts us above Tyson and Lennox Lewis, and I think Ali. So this is a thing that we've learned how to deal with these things. But this is a special place because this was the night Deontay Wilder became heavyweight champion of the world. From Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I mean, this was one of the greatest nights of my life. Was right here, and I'm hoping and expecting another one Saturday night.
Yeah, a big thing out of Team Ortiz has been, obviously having the addition of Larry Wade, snack, therapist. What's been the biggest change in your camp from a training and coaching standpoint?
We haven't really changed a lot. We've kept our team pretty consistent. That was one thing that was paramount, was not, you never want to just change everything unless there's a reason to. And we've got a great team, and it's a small team, and we all know each other so well. And everybody on the team is completely different. There's no two guys on the team alike. But everybody's kind of crazy in their own way, and we all know each other so well, and we know who is going to handle what. And so we've got a good thing going. And so there haven't been a lot of changes from our perspective.
From the Stavern first fight, how have you seen Deontay Wilder mature? Just being
That's a great question. That's a great. He was always a smart guy in the ring and a smart guy out of the ring, but his ring IQ has improved so much that it's much more a partnership now. We're not like, I say it, he does it. That's not us. We talk things through. We'll be working on the mitts, and I'll say, boom, step here, then bam, and he'll go, no, because he's going to be here. I'll say, show me what you're talking about. And he'll show me, and I'm like, okay, all right, what about this? And he'll be like, okay. And then, so we work together. It's a partnership kind of thing, and that's because his IQ has gotten fantastic. And the other thing that he's really done is he's learned to listen to his body. Used to be, if we had 4 sparring partners in town, Deontay's like, they're all working. I'm going 12 rounds a day. They're all going 3 rounds because we're paying them. That was Deontay back then. Now Deontay realizes it's all about him. So if 6 rounds is good and 6 rounds we're set and we're good and we've got what we need, then let's cut it. We're good. You know, it doesn't matter. I mean, sparring partner's there to help you, so we don't have to, you know, do it just because they're there. So if Deontay needs a day or whatever, we can take a day. That's been the best thing, is he listens to his body. Now, if you've got a lazy fighter, it's hard to get them, you know. I mean, they're going to listen to their bodies, and it's always going to be, I need more days off. That's not Deontay. He's not a lazy, doesn't have a lazy bone in his body. If anything, trying to slow him down, because this is a thing where you want to peak at the right time. And to peak is a moving target. It's not that you're just trying to get to here and you get there. To peak is a moving target, so it's always moving, and you're trying to move with it, and you want to be better on fight night than you would have been the night before or the night after. And to achieve that is not easy.